How you doing? Today is Tuesday, August 13th, and I decided to make some changes to the house. I have the guinea pig cage behind me. This is the part that the boys are supposed to be sitting in. They're walking around my daughter's room right now. The girls are still down at the bottom. I was in the process of cleaning the cage, just innocently enough cleaning the cage, and thought, why don't I tear my house apart? So, why do I do this? Okay, what I'm doing is I'm bringing the guinea pigs out to my craft room. I think you've seen, like, across from my desk I have a couple expedites, just the little narrow tower one, and then I've got the 2 cubby by 4 cubby one that the bird is sitting on. I'm actually going to bring the guinea pigs out, and they're going to live back in that corner. That's where they lived when we first got them. I'm starting to get hot. My hairdresser has got to come back home soon. Oh my god. Anyway, until next week. Anyway. Okay, so I'm going to bring the guinea pigs back out. This is where they originally lived. So they're going to come back out here again. They've moved around the house a couple different times. My oldest daughter, her room used to be like a playroom, pet room. That's when we just had the 2 guinea pigs. And then we had 4 guinea pigs, and it was still a pet toy room. And the girls shared my youngest daughter's big room, just so they had somewhere to go and watch TV and something, because we all kind of sit in this one living room area, because it's really all we have. So I thought for a while it would be nice to sort of split that up. But now my oldest one's 13, she wants her own room, so last year I ended up switching everything back. And they have their own rooms back again. So, if I didn't have so many crap things. Anyway, so the guinea pigs are going to go there. The bird and those expedite shelves are going to move into my youngest daughter's room, and we're going to rearrange her room a little bit. Her room's driving me crazy right now. I don't know why, but it's such a big room, but there's still no real storage of any kind that's really good. We redid the kids' closets last week and just tidied them up and everything. And so she's going to have a little craft corner in her room because she's constantly making a mess. Now, she gets that from her mother because my desk is a disaster right now. But I just figured she likes to sit in her room. She likes to, do her own thing. So I'm going to get that all set up in there. So I thought I was going to have to take the guinea pig cage apart in order to get it out of her room, but it actually fit through the door. I had to take it out through her door that's like right there. And it actually fit through the door. But in the meantime, I had taken the base for the boys' cage out, and now I'm just kind of vacuuming. It was kind of like dusty and stuff underneath there. And the other thing is my youngest daughter, she wakes up every morning stuffed up. Now, I assume it's because she has 4 guinea pigs in her room. So I figured I'd bring them out for the whole family so that we can all sneeze together. I don't know. We have so many pets. Anyway, so we're going to go to the barn right now because she needs a dictionary for school. And I priced them in town the other day. An Oxford dictionary is $28 in town. 28 something. So I said, no, we have dictionaries around the house, but apparently it's on the school list and she feels she needs this particular dictionary. So we're going to go to the barn and get the same one for 25 cents. Hello. Why don't they just Google? Like, does anyone actually use dictionaries anymore? While I've got you here, I want to show you this that I just finished reading. I'm sure everyone's seen the movie and read the book by now, but I'm a little slow. Slumdog Millionaire. I really liked this book. It's by Vikas Swarup, Vikas Swarup. Really good. Not for tweens, no, there's content in there. But it was really good. I really liked it. And what else? Chickens are outside freaking out. What was I going to say? Oh, I think possibly next week or the week after we're going to go stay at the hotel. Just for a couple nights, just for something to do. We usually do something like that at the end of the summer, but right now the hotel's so busy. So my husband said when it dies down a little bit, we might go over to the hotel and just spend a couple days, couple nights, and just kind of hang out. So I will take you guys on a tour of the hotel. So I thought that would be fun. And thank you again to Phyllis. I keep thanking Phyllis, but she gave me some scrapbook paper, and I'm going to show... I feel like I'm really close to the camera. She gave me that scrapbook paper, and I started using it the other day, and the beach one in particular I've been using, and it inspired me to get back to work. The guinea pigs are freaked out by the chickens. It happens in every home. So anyway, she inspired me to get started. The paper inspired me, so in a roundabout way, Phyllis inspired me, to get back to my scrapbooking, which I haven't done in a while. I just find it very overwhelming to kind of like take on all the amount of scrapbooks I want to do, but I've been working on a Christmas scrapbook that I had stopped working on since my mom passed away, and because I'm trying, I do a few scrapbook pages for every Christmas, and the last Christmas we had with Mom was 2008, and actually, or 2009, and actually 2008 was when I had stopped working on the scrapbook. So I've been working on it, and it's good, and it's therapeutic, and I think I've gotten, I don't know, 5 or 6 layouts done just in the past 2 days, so I'm quite proud of myself. So I will show that on my craft channel when I get that done. But right now we're going to head to... I've got a child walking around without their glasses on. We're going to head to the barn, go get a cheap dictionary, come back, and continue to rip the house apart, and hopefully get it back together before my husband walks in the door from work. He's used to the madness. It's all good. Okay, thanks for watching. See ya. I've created a disaster in my home. Okay, we just got back. There was no dictionary at the barn. I'm about to tackle my daughter's room and the craft room now. I have to go sweep in her room, and I'm changing... Let's see if I can do this. Look at the mess. I'm changing that thing over there. I like it, but what I'm going to do is take that cabinet and I think stand it up and bring the other one that I have over here that the bird is on and stand that one up next to it, and then just expand my space because I'm running out of space and everything is kind of jumbled and a mess. So I think I'm going to clear these shelves out of here, put the guinea pigs in the corner, leave this space under the window open, and then I don't know what I'm doing exactly. And then I think I'm going to take the tower one and put that in my daughter's room with some other little cabinet things that she has and do the whole craft thing in her room. So it's 2:30 now. Let's see how far I get. Excuse me. I've stirred up a bit of dust and feathers and hair from animals in the house right now. It's 20 after 9. I've destroyed 2 rooms in the past few hours. We took a dinner break. This craft room... okay, so here's the craft room now. Like, this is what I've done. The shelf over there closest to the window, that's the one that was over here that the kids had their craft things on. I tried to fit it there. It doesn't fit by this much. I swear to God, it's like 3/4 of an inch. This is where the 3/4 of an inch is going to come from, but in order to move this big shelf, I have to take everything off, including the toy collection. So what I'm going to do is move that shelf right towards the wall, the one way over there, push that right towards the wall, which is where it is now, but push it back, and then have the big one moved over, and then have the other one at this end. So it's going to be like a 4 cubby shelf, then the tall 5 one, and then the 4 cubby again. Does this make any sense? I think I'm getting tired. So this is going to be my project for tomorrow. But the guinea pigs are out here so much better. I only managed to clean the boy pigs, and then we just started ripping everything apart, and the girl pigs never got cleaned. Their cage didn't get cleaned. Now we have a bird that doesn't have a home. He's just kind of sitting here on a table. We got to figure out where he's going to go. But like I said, what we did do in my youngest daughter's room is working out. She wanted a bookshelf, and we went to town the other day. I did a quick little video, so if I remember, I'll insert it in here to show you the little tiny shelf that they had, and it was $70. We're just at a store called Great Things, and I'm looking for a little bookshelf for Kerrigan's room. This little tiny tower. I don't know if you can see it. $70. For that, like, it's like a shoe shelf. Oh, good lord. And then a big one like this is $125. Oh, God. 36. So she now has the big tower expedite that I had, which is 5 cubbies tall, like those ones, and it's next to her bed. And she has like a bookshelf and everything. So that's working out good, but however, the rest of her room is a disaster. She's now going to have her sewing machine and all her craft things in her room. And this is my craft room right now. So I got to get back to work. So hopefully by the end of tomorrow, this will all be back together, right? That's our goal. Or we'll say screw it and go to the beach. I have no idea what's going to happen. Yeah. Okay, so I'll be back tomorrow. Good night. Hey guys, day 2. I just finished clearing off my big shelf. So now I've got to move it down to that end. And last night I put scrapbooks on there just because they were on the floor and it was out of control. But I think what I'm going to do is put my Cricut cartridges down there because that's where my Cricut, I think, is going to live. Anyway, and then this one, once I move this big shelf down, this one here next to me is going to go behind me. So, a lot of work to do. Just finished taking the toys off. The kids helped me with that. We did like a whole assembly line. I was taking them down, and they were putting them all over on the dining room table. So, day 2. It's as hot as blazes in here. So, back to work. Okay, I'll be back later. Hey guys, how you doing? Today is Friday, August 16th. I'm getting there. I'm still trying to get this room back together. I'm at the point now, I've got a few things left on my desk, and part of me just wants to shove it in a bag and just stick it in a corner somewhere. But no, I'm trying to be neat and tidy. You can see that my shelves are going all kind of tidy and organized. So I've got a stack of puzzles right here next to me. Hang on, let me move these so you can see what I'm trying to show you. So down here I've got a basket. The basket's still there, but it's getting to be less. This blue thing is a bag that we bought in Washington last year and bought it for Kerrigan. She wanted it, and then we were heading to the Cherry Blossom Parade, and I was like, oh, she wanted one of those bags. So Bryn and I held back from Scott and Kerrigan, and we grabbed her the pink bag, and then I hid it, and then she said later, oh, I can't wait to get a blue bag. So I'm like, so we had to go and get a blue one, and then, of course, we lost them in the crowd of the parade. Anyway, get the blue one, and the zipper's broken. So it's been sitting here for a year, waiting to get the zipper fixed. I got a big bag of yarn underneath that. The basket just has a couple things. This green thing has sketches that I did in Disney. The garbage can is up. The garbage can is up. See, the rest of the house is falling apart now. That's just scrap paper over on the floor. A frame for a cross-stitch thing I have. Okay, oh, you're still seeing the puzzles right here. My Disney bag is the purple bag with all my Disney scrapbook stuff. This is my Etsy basket, which I'm trying to figure out where I should put it, because I had it up on here, and now that's starting to become like things I've made, or I don't know. Sewing machine is still over on the floor. I've got the bins that my scrap paper were in that's sitting there, so I still have a few things left on my desk and on the floor. So the big black bag and the green bag over there, that's my lace supplies. So getting there. Got this guy. So, but now it's like I want to tackle these shelves again. These aren't that bad. There's just a couple things sitting on here. still trying to get Kerrigan's room back together. What I did yesterday was I took she has that little bunk bed thing. I cut down the shower curtains that, it sounds so stupid that they had shower curtains in their rooms. But anyway, I took down the shower curtains, put up their new sheers. I just bought sheer curtains and they're really pretty. Bryn's are soft pink. And Kerrigan, she wanted green. They didn't have green. She wanted yellow. They only had one panel. So we ended up with orange. But her new comforter in her room has a little bit of orange in it. So it works. It's cute. It's fun. It's bright. So then I took the butterfly curtains that were in Bryn's room and I hemmed them. I cut them down. Well, they're pinned. So I have to sew those. But I put them under her bed, and there's like a cable that I put underneath the bed, and so she can close the curtains like a little fort. It's adorable. Not on a day when it's 100 degrees in this house, because then there's no air getting in underneath there. But she can open up the curtains on all 3 sides, because the bed's up against the wall, so there's the 4th side. But anyway, so that's going to be cute. I'll show you that when I get that finished. And oh, if you're going through your inks, put gloves on, because this ink I got it at the barn. It was a calligraphy set, and it spilled in the container I had it in, and I used my wipes to get it off the container. Forgot about my hands. So that's about it. The kids and I are going to go up to the hotel pool later tonight. We've been doing that lately because it's just been really hot, but the hotel's busy during the day. And because my husband works there, we don't want to be kind of hanging around with tourists and taking possibly a deck chair from a visiting paying customer. So the kids and I hold off and we go over at night when everyone's either out to dinner or in bed. So we go do that. And what else? That's kind of about it from here today. I've got the basket. That's my inks were all in that, so now I have them. Not my inks. Yeah, inks. Yeah. Seriously, it's taken all week, and it started with cleaning the guinea pigs. So that basket, I don't know what I'm doing with it. I don't know if I'm gonna just put it somewhere else in the house. I have no idea. It's kind of broken anyway on the basket. You can see the bottom basket is like tipped. It was broken when I got it. So why did I get it? I don't know. So yeah, so I have to get Kerrigan's room back together, this room back together. It would take me 10 minutes. I've just run out of steam. I'm just tired from doing this, and it's just so hot. You know what's hot when you have like the sweat right there and under your eyes? It's like if you've been to Disney in August, it's like that in my home. But yet there's no fun ride at the end of all this. You just stand here and sweat. It's like really warm. Have I mentioned we don't have air conditioning? Okay, so I'm gonna go. I just gotta get back to work, and I've got my iPad on my desk, watching videos while I work, listening to people, chatting. Okay. I'm just making excuses. Oh, I hear some kerfuffle down the hall. Gotta go check on that. Okay, I'll be back. Hi. Trying to arrange the fan next to me. Hello. Today is August 22nd, and my room is done. It's finished. It feels so good to have this all done. Now, I've been doing some scrapbooking on my desk, but you can see there's nothing over there in front of the window anymore. And the pets are over here with me. I've got the guinea pigs in the corner, and then the bird is right there that you can see the cage. And she's actually, her cage is sitting on top of the bunny's cage. And then, of course, Elmo is up here on this shelf. I still have to tweak this shelf because I have still a couple things hanging out here. But the cage is all out here. Like, there's no pets anywhere else in the house. They're all in this room. And it's working out really good because in the mornings when I get up, the guinea pigs hear me first. So I get them fed, and then, of course, the chickens hear them, so they come running up to the door, so I feed them. And then the bird and the bunny get fed, and then, like today, I fed the hamster and then let him run around in his little ball for a while. So that's working out really good. Everyone's in the one room, And yeah, so I like that. And then my desk is good. I couldn't keep the legs of my desk clear. I just have too much stuff. So that's my Disney stuff in this one, and then my sketch things. The other end I have a couple photo boxes, the bucket that, the bin that Phyllis gave me that I have my advent calendar in that I'm working on, and then my lace stuff, and then my loom is in underneath my desk. And then I just put this coffee table here. It's just easier to just keep it under my desk. And sometimes if I've been sitting at my desk for too long, I'll actually stretch out my legs and kind of rest my feet on there. So that works out good. Now, what have we been up to since I started all these videos? Oh, the other night I had to take Bryn to the emergency room for her ears again. I had to do this before we went to Halifax. She gets water and the sand in her ear. It's always her right ear for whatever reason. And it gets trapped in her ear. And I talked to the doctor about it, and I said, should she be swimming with earplugs? And he said, no. He said, the problem right now is that it's just so humid here that the water that gets in her ear just doesn't dry up. So he recommended swimmer's eardrops, and then you just put those in. It's like an alcohol, so it'll dry up all the water. So in the meantime, he gave her a prescription for these eardrops to clear up the infection. He could have syringed it out the other night, but he said he didn't want to damage her, run the risk of damaging her eardrum. Like, thank you. So he didn't do that, but he gave her some codeine and he gave her the eye drops, or eardrops. And then yesterday we were at the eye doctor. Wait, did I just call those eye drops the whole time? Eardrops. Yeah, okay. So then yesterday we were at the eye doctor and they had their eyes checked. Both kids have been wearing glasses since they were 4. We just thought we'd get them checked before school started for them when they were little. And turns out they both needed glasses. And what else? So they've dilated their eyes for both of them. And poor Bryn, because she had the eardrops and she had the pain in her ear, she had codeine, so she was like slightly drowsy from the codeine. And then her eyes looked like, she looked like an angry cat with them dilated. So she was a bit of a mess yesterday afternoon. And then she's getting contacts. She's 13. She gets hot, like her and my husband could like burst into flames at any given moment. So I think she's going to like the contacts a little bit better, especially where she plays netball and basketball, volleyball, softball at school. So I think her eyes would feel better just having those glasses off her face. And then Kerrigan, she's only 10, so we're staying with glasses with her, and she's quite happy with glasses, but she couldn't pick any out yesterday because her eyes were dilated and she couldn't see. So we got to go back and get the trial contacts for Bryn and pick out glasses for Kerrigan. So we'll probably do that next week sometime. And what else? Oh, Saturday is Scott's and my anniversary. We've been married 17 years. So we're going to go out for a nice dinner. We have a sitter coming for the girls because we might be out late. So we're going to do that and go for a lovely dinner. We've been together like 27 years on and off because, well, junior high and high school, you break up, you get together, you break up, you get together. But, so we've been together pretty much 27 years and we've been married 17. And he's been wanting to replace my rings. Now, I don't want to. He just feels our rings are a little 1996. So we have matching bands. They're platinum and gold. So he's kind of like, let's get some new ones. My ring is actually a Tiffany ring. We had to get these rings. We had to beg, borrow, and steal to get these things back in the day. I had been finished college for a couple years. He had just graduated. We had no money. And he was starting the student loan process, or no, he had done the student loan. He started paying off the student loans. And he framed his degree. He did hotel and hospitality management, so he framed his degree, and then he also, 10 years later, he framed the notice from the bank saying that his student loan was paid off, and he said that was actually more exciting than the degree. So anyway, at the time, I mean, he was a bellman, he was schlepping suitcases and making tips, and we had no money. So these rings mean so much to me. And I mean, that's the ring he proposed to me with. And I've had it on my hand for 17 years. I've had it through happy days and sad days and angry days and days where we could kill each other and days that we had the best days ever, and when we had the kids and all that. So I do not want to replace these rings. He can feel free on our 25th to go buy me some bling. I'll be okay with that, but I really don't want to change these rings or melt them down or switch them out. So, because these mean a lot to me. So anyway, so that's Saturday. I don't think we're doing gifts. We rarely do gifts, and even like Valentine stuff. Like, we just say, I love you too. Did you get me a card? No. Did you get me one? No. All right, it's all good. We're not romantic people. Oh God. Anyway, so we're gonna go for a nice dinner, and that'll be fun. So we are going to be staying in the hotel. I don't know if it's going to be the end of this weekend or possibly next week, because we're just waiting for the hotel to die down a little bit. And with kids heading back to school around the world, it's starting to die down, and we don't have as many tourists around the island. So once it quiets down, we're going to go stay a couple nights at the hotel, and then we might go stay at the other Fairmont. There's actually 2 Fairmont hotels here in Bermuda. There's the Fairmont Southampton, which is the one where my husband works, and then there's the Hamilton Princess, which is over in town. So we might go stay at that one at some point for a couple days. So I'm going to bring you with me, and or bring you with us, and take you and show you the rooms and the hotel and the pools and all that kind of stuff. So I will bring you with us, and yeah, I just got my hair cut like a couple hours ago, so it's still kind of stunned. But it feels so good. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Oh, videos coming up. I've got Gibbs Hill Lighthouse. The kids and I finally went up in the lighthouse. Bryn was terrified. She's like clinging to the side of the lighthouse, but I got some photos and I got some video up there. It was a beautiful day. It was very hot, but there was a nice breeze up there. So that's coming soon. And stay tuned to my craft channel. I've got the scrapbook that I'm currently working on that I'm going to show you. And then my Etsy cards. There's my Etsy cards up in that basket. I didn't realize there was nothing in my shop. After about 3 or 4 months, Etsy just clears out your shop. I didn't realize that. And completely was shocked when I went on just to see how my shop was doing, and there was nothing there. So I have since relisted my items. They're on there. I'm going to be coming out with some more cards. I'll probably talk about this on my craft channel at some point, but just while I have you here, I'm going to have some Halloween cards and some Christmas cards and Thanksgiving and stuff coming up soon. So stay tuned for that. Check out my shop. It's Red Cardinal Crafts on Etsy. All right, so thanks for watching. The room is done. I'm not going to touch anything else in the house, at least for the next week or so. All right, take care. See ya.